I'm Sandy Anastasi, psychic channel, intuitive astrologer, and soul coach. And I'm here with your psychic development tip number 2. Folks, this one is about journaling. And maybe that sounds like an odd topic to you for a psychic development tip, but journaling is one of the most powerful ways that we can help our psychic abilities, our intuitive abilities to develop. And that is true for both experienced psychics as well as for rote beginners, which I know many of you hearing this for the first time are. Folks, one of the best ways to enhance and speed your psychic development is by writing down your psychic experiences as you have them. We are all psychic, but most of us are so used to just looking at something that happens that's a psychic experience in our life as luck, or sometimes we call it synchronicity. We just give it a moment of recognition, give a giggle, and let it go. We feel like we're in the right place at the right time to get a special reward, and that's a coincidence. We feel that it's another coincidence when a friend calls us at exactly the time we're going to call them. All those things that our society has taught us are coincidences aren't coincidences at all, folks. They're psychic do-goods. In my psychic development classes, I always have my students create a journal for recording their psychic do-goods. We call it your do-good book. That do-good book is actually a journal where you record all of the things that happen to you daily that might be psychic. If you're questioning it, write it down. It probably is. Your journal might be filled with simple things like you and your best friend both showed up at a party wearing red, or they could have some pretty serious things in it too, like you had an urge for a soda, and so you stopped at a convenience store on your way home, and you found out later that if you hadn't stopped, you'd have been involved in a terrible car accident. Both of those are psychic do-goods. The part of you that is communicating these psychic experiences, these intuitive awarenesses to you, initially doesn't know the difference between the simple one versus the life-saving experience. It's all the same to that higher self, that higher consciousness, and that subconscious mind that feeds this information through to us. But when you react emotionally, your emotions send a bolt of energy, and that bolt of energy tells your higher self and your unconscious mind that one that you're getting emotional about, that one is really important. Both of those experiences are obviously psychic experiences, and of course they cause us to do some deep thinking regarding how it all works. But for now, the important thing is to record them, because that is, in a sense, telling someone outside of yourself that you just had a psychic experience. That helps you to connect to that higher part of you, and that higher part of you is getting a pat on the back every time you write one of these experiences down. And that recognition is encouragement to get still more and more and more psychic experiences and intuitive awarenesses. So journaling is such a simple, everyday kind of a tool. It's so easy to overlook its importance. It's so easy to say you're going to start a journal for psychic do-goods and then not write them down. And then when you start having them, because you tell yourself you'll remember them, but if you don't write them down, you will forget them. They will go back to being just run-of-the-mill, not important. And your higher consciousness, your subconscious mind, unconscious mind, don't get the pat on the back that they need to be able to keep delivering that wonderful information to you. Before long, if you do that, you will begin to uncover all kinds of psychic abilities that you didn't even know you had, just by recording your psychic do-goods. Why not take a moment now and start a list of at least 3 psychic do-goods that you can remember having right now. Try to record at least 3 more each day for a week. Go ahead and put them under this video. Have fun with it. If you have 3 more each day, keep recording them. At the end of the week, see how many more you are now having each day than you had at the beginning of the week. You're going to amaze yourself. It works.